Appreciate whoever that is for hitting the like button. Wait till I get a few people in here. We're gonna talk about because I remember I told someone yesterday, asked me to do another video on black communities, like I did the other day. We had a good bill on it. So while I'm in traffic, as y'all can see, while I'm in traffic, oh, let me charge this up too. While I'm in traffic, I'm gonna on my way to pick up another load. Just did a out of town load. Just did an out of town load on the way to do another load, local load, and peace, 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 peace. Yeah, I'm on my way now to a delivery, where to a pickup to drop off. So just did a drop off, and I remember someone asked me yesterday to do do another video, a continuance of the black community one, and so how I'm gonna approach this one on this topic versus the other topic. And while I was doing that, while I was riding around today thinking about it, out of nowhere I got a not a notification, but in my on my news feed on YouTube, the Tay K situation popped up on my news feed, right? Now I remember Tay K. Tay K probably been locked up about 5 years now, about 7 years, probably longer than that. I know at least 5, probably. And I remember that kid too. Don't quote me on his music. I know he did music, and I do remember him being on the run, and he was doing like a music video, and he was right next to like a phone pole that had a warning sign of him. So I was like, man, it's crazy. These young boys crazy. These young boys crazy. Please hit the like button. Or a small donation, it don't matter. But I was looking at, I didn't follow the case by case, because actually, to be honest with you, I thought everything was over. I thought when he got the 55 years, for the murder or whatever, in another county, I didn't know he had other murders, open charges as well. So when I'm saying this, right, I'm like, he going back to court, this must be an appeal. And like, nah, he already sentenced for one murder, and he just got sentenced to 80 years on another murder. And that's what made me wanted to oh shit. I appreciate that, Dave. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Appreciate the super chat. Can't wait till I get my little setup or whatever. I get my little super chat so I can hit the little music, have my little theme music playing or whatever for the support. I appreciate the support, brother. But the lawyer, I just learned something about Tay K, and it made me think about, yeah, this is gonna run right perfectly with me wanting, because I knew I wanted to go live and do a black community thing. You know how you was always taught it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. And it's some truth in that, man, because if you think about Tay K, right, he's no different. There are thousands and thousands, tens of thousands or more Tay Ks still roaming, hundreds of thousands of them still across the country that are still roaming the urban communities of America, right? I'm listening to the judge, right? The judge handed him 80 years. The lady gave him 80 years. And then she said, going over this case, it's clear to me that your mother failed you. Your mother wasn't a great parent. She didn't do a great job at being a parent. She failed you. Your father failed you. He wasn't a great father for you. And the social service, foster care failed you as well. So evidently he had a lot of dysfunction going on in his household, and then which result to him going to like child protective custody or child services or whatever, and they failed him and they gave him back to his dad. And the judge was like, I don't understand why they even returned you back to your dad when your dad was the reason why your mom was hospitalized. Like he put her in the hospital, beating her, or whatever. So moral of the story is, it doesn't take away the fact that you took a life. It doesn't take away the fact that you took a life, and everybody must be punished for senseless killing. Now, if you take a life of somebody trying to harm you or your family, that's a different scenario. But if you just run around on a killing spree, you know, you are to be punished for your actions. However, for a judge to identify that this boy was basically doomed from the start, from childhood birth, from the moment he slid out of his mother, doctor smacked him on his ass or whatever, and did whatever they had to do to get him, you know, home to with his parents. He was doomed from the start, and that goes to the black community as well, because we don't really take the time out to long. We always like focusing on what we got in our household, or you know, a lot of every other household is a dysfunctional household when it comes to a black community, the urban, like the hoods. I'm not talking about the suburban, even though there's problems there too. I'm not talking about the suburban middle class black communities. I'm talking about the lower class black security, you know, the hoods, the rundown apartments, the rundown housing neighborhoods, the projects. Every other house, if not damn near every house, is a dark cloud of dysfunction. So we be so busy caught up in our own dysfunction to where we don't take the time to focus on what the neighbor and they going through, or what the person above you going through, because y'all already have what y'all have going on within y'all household, right? But we have to be better, man. We have to break these generational curses that we've been having going on in the black community, because a lot of the upbringing is the reason why y'all see what y'all seeing now. It's the reason why you're seeing all these kids running around here claiming gang. And even back in my generation before me, I'm not just talking about the YNs, I'm talking about all generations that failed the generations up under them, is that we don't have proper fucking guidance. I grew up in a single parent household, and that was barely that. My dad wasn't in my life at all. Died, didn't leave none of his kids anything. No will, no life insurance, no none of that. I made it my business the day that the moment I have child, I'm gonna be the total opposite of what my dad was. Breaking those generational curses. My mom, I'm just around. You know, I'm thinking my mom treated me a certain type of way because I guess I reminded her I looked too much like my dad or whatever. So it was the extreme tough love growing up in my household. I grew up in a dysfunctional family, dysfunctional household. I was a star athlete growing up, playing football, recreation, middle school, you know, and my mom didn't attend not one game. And I'm talking about I was one of them, like the shore ride, picking off interceptions, running them back, running kick returns back, wide receiver. I'm talking about trophies and everything to show for. My mama didn't attend none of those events. She didn't attend not one game. I just go touchdowns and look and see my uncle. My uncle was a coach, or my uncle cheering, or my aunts, or my brother. I remember one time I ran like an 80-yard touchdown, and while I'm hitting the sideline wide open running, I look to the side. I see my brother running on the side with me. He on the side. He just my older brother. He running with me. Go. He running with me. You know what I'm saying? But my mama wasn't never at none of those, and it's just the dysfunction that goes on. Like a lot of stuff, we got to stop judging these YNs. We got to stop judging a lot of people that when you see these people turn serial killer or whatever, or turn scrapists or whatever, that's a horrible act. That's a horrible thing to do to a person. But we got to dig a little deeper and see like the psyche of that person. What drove that person to do that, what they doing now? Because you don't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I just feel like killing dogs, killing cats, just scraping people, children, riding around killing people. You just don't. That's something that just a gradual come to you, like a lot of neglection, a lot of just something that just happened that make you make that turn like that, right? It starts in the household, and it starts outside of the household, because you can teach your kid to respect the elders, to respect people. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, sir, no, sir. Always show respect. Hold the door for the elders, or hold it to help people or whatever. And soon as he leave the house or she leave the house and go hang outside in these urban communities around their friends, or get on that school bus or go there, they parents teaching them the total opposite. So when you're a little kid, it's very rare you find a little kid that don't mind being an oddball and comfortable in the skin end. They want to be accepted. They want to blend in. They want to be loved. They want to be, you know, respected like all the other kids, popular like all the other kids. So they tend to do things that they know their parents didn't approve of. But you got all this pressure. So a lot of that stuff is outside of the household as well. So each one teach one. We got to make taking care of each other and respecting each other cool. We just have to. We got to make that shit cool, man. We got to make education cool, learning, you know what I'm saying, breaking generational curses cool, instead of keeping up with the fucking Joneses, or keeping up with the latest car, the latest rapper, or the latest fashion drip, or the latest drug or whatever. Rico, we got to start making positivity cool in the black community. That's the only way that's the only way we can minimize all these Tay Ks that's running around. We have to. Now the man, the young boy, she was like, you still have life. Your family can still visit you. You can still change, even if you do die in jail. Like, imagine telling a young boy 30, I don't even think Tay K 30, 25 probably, 26, young boy. They ain't got no hair on his face, I don't think. Imagine telling a kid, or just a dysfunctional, obviously, kid with a lot of mental issues going on. Prison is not gonna save that boy. That boy gonna have to save himself in prison. Prison is called Department of Correction, but it's not correcting anything. I never got corrected in the correctional facility. While I was in the correctional facility, I corrected myself, because I didn't want that to be a reality for the rest of my life. And I got tired of putting myself in a position of where my kids are hurting, because they in pain as well. So I really corrected myself. Now the conditions made me, I don't want that shit no more. Fuck that shit. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I got to make a change, because I don't want this to be my reality for the rest of my life. But them as a whole, they don't correct anything. However, they do have programs there that can help you correct yourself. But at the end of the day, it's on you to correct yourself, man. It's on you. It's on you. These people ain't holding shotguns to your head talking about get out of your cell and go down there to education. Go down there and get you a brick masonry degree. Go down there and get a degree in HVAC. Go down there and get a degree in plowing and planting, agriculture. Go down there and get you a degree in trucking. Like, you know, you got to want that shit instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, the only reason why our community got multiple King Vons, you know, multiple YMW Millies and Tay Ks or whatever, is because we are failing as a village. We are failing as a village. We got to start looking at these same people that's veering off on the wrong path. We got to look at them like that was our child. What if you look at them like that was your child? Like, if you sitting on the porch and you know your son making good grades, your daughter making good grades, great attendance, they doing all this, they doing all that. You teaching your son, your daughter the ropes. You teaching them the right way, and they are actually abiding by your rules. And then you see this little young boy walking down the street, obviously lost, a little girl, fast ass little girl. We got to stop saying, damn, man, look at that little man, my kid. Y'all better not never be like, you got to start helping. We have to put out all it, take a village. Take a village. We got to start looking at these same kids like, that could be my son right there. walking down the street, ass all out, skinny ass jeans on, ass out, with a big ass fucking gun. Like, you come in Atlanta, that shit look unreal. I can show you some hoods in Atlanta where you see them YNs walking up and down the street, extendo hanging out the fucking side of them. They cannot conceal it. Guns so big, pants so skinny, they cannot conceal their weapon. It's if I see it, I know for sure 12 see it when 12 riding up and down the street. But guess what? 12 ain't stopping. It's almost like they want them to kill each other. It take a village. Each one teach one. He was born in 2000, shaking my head. Wasted his life. Yeah, born in 2000, so that makes him 25. He I don't know if he already 25, but he turned 25 this year. He ain't even a 90s baby. He look at the 90s babies like they unks and shit. So I'm an 80s baby, so I know I'm old enough to be his daddy. I'm old enough to be. I was 20 years old when that boy was born. I'm old enough to be Tay K dad. I'm old enough to be that boy daddy, man. They got those out here too. Shaking my head. I'm telling you, man, it's bad, bro. It's bad, man. We have to start looking at it like that, man. And Tay K ain't the only one. Tay K is not the only one walking around like that. You got some boys around here right now. You got detectives combing cities and streets or whatever, urban communities, doing investigation work on so many unsolved murders from a bunch of little King Bonds and little Tay Ks and whomever else you want to think about. That's on that type time. YMW, man, it's a bunch of them like that. But it's the community, bro. It's the community. Don't support the music. Boycott these record labels that's generating millions and millions and billions of dollars yearly on these on black struggle, on black just dysfunction. And they be kind of like ready for the artist to die because they stock go up. Every time an artist die, his music just skyrocket up. His stocks, his estate just rises. So they be really looking for that. They be looking for that type of stuff. So if they got their communities, I can drive around. Well, I'm working now, but if I wasn't working, I can ride around and show y'all like the Asian community. Asian culture like type. Healthy community. You do not see these. I'm not saying that you don't have no Asian hustlers or whatever that run around doing little shit, badasses or whatever, but not on the scale like what they show in our community. I can show you white areas, Spanish, all this stuff, man, where they got, you know, it's gonna always be some kind of like turmoil within the community, but not like to the point to where it's an obvious known fact. It's obvious. Like, we glorify being from the murder capital. We glorify being from projects and hoods that's killing on a daily. It's almost like you anticipating, you like being murder capital of the top 3, top 5 cities, most murders and kidnappings. Like, Atlanta is like one of the hub of human sex trafficking. That ain't nothing proud for me to brag to y'all about. Notice I ain't never bragged to y'all about that. I don't like that. I wish it was the safest fucking city in the world. I wish I could brag to y'all that this is the most respected, safest city in the world. Ain't no violence, ain't none of that. Maybe a fight here and there, but ain't no, I wish I can brag to y'all about the safety of my fucking city. You know what I mean? Like human sex trafficking. Then they say this gay, which I don't even understand how a gay capital when Atlanta ain't even top 5 largest city in the goddamn country. We might be 8 or something. We're in the top 10, but we ain't even top 5 largest city in the country. Gay capital, the hub of human sex trafficking, kids and all, man, that shit ain't nothing to glorify. I've been around. I do live streams almost daily, Tiff. I ain't really been doing pre-recordings and all that stuff. So if you go on my live, I've been active. Everybody tell you I've been active. Shout out to you though. What's up, Tiff? Then Vlad and Adam capitalized. All of them. You got to think these people know us more than we know our goddamn self. They know how to capitalize and make a struggling dollar make millions of dollars off our pain and our struggle. It's like we anticipate that shit. We love that shit. They make money off of our struggle, and then you'll have like the big U's of the world glorified, making other people that look just like you to come from another city check in. If you want to do a hood video in the hood, this, that, and the third, check in, or we gonna check in your equipment. We gonna check in this, check in that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? When I go to Chicago, I check in. When I go to Atlanta, I check in. Check in for what? You niggas don't own nothing. Why am I checking in to some high school, middle school dropouts? Got more felonies than degrees. You can't protect me. I ain't trying to be in areas where I need that. Why not just hire you some armed professional security and check in with the armed professional security that's gonna get you to and from on a professional license to carry, trained in that department, trained that, you know, ex-military. Before I get you niggas that's just trying to get autographs and extort me. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It's crazy. Man, I ain't checking in nowhere. I ain't checking in nowhere. Fuck, I look like check. You don't even own your hood that you claim you love so much. You don't own that hood. You don't own that hood. Okay, you might owe your grandma. It was a house there that your grandma passed down to your mama, and she don't pass it down to you. Y'all got a house over there, maybe a house or two. All right, okay. It's still drug infested, still gun infested. Kids can't play safely outside. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't care nothing about your hood, nigga. Like, if you want to be real or technical about something, y'all only pressing them. You ain't pressing Hollywood. I guarantee you, if Warner Brothers or any of these places want to go to any of these hoods and do these films, I guarantee you, they gonna have proper polices out there, security out there, and them folks gonna have the feds on your stupid ass before goddamn they can dial 911. You talking about some pay like you wait. You don't even own that hood. It's just so tacky to me. It's so cringy to me when I hear people talking about my hood. In my hood, you can't come. I run my hood. You don't run shit. That's your problem. You spending your energy on the wrong thing. Y'all putting y'all energy on the wrong thing instead of saying, hey man, collectively we're gonna clean up our hood. We're gonna get the drugs out of our hood. We're gonna make a place where the grandmas and granddads can sit on the porch and enjoy a nice day outside. You know what I mean? The kids can go outside and play. We ain't gotta worry about no violence and none of that going on over here. We respectful over here. Nigga, I ain't heard a street nigga glorify that type of talk yet. I ain't heard a nigga that done did 1,000 years in prison, got out of jail and got reformed and got all kind of grants from the city or whatever, clean up his hood, say that shit yet. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit 2025, man. This ain't the 90s no more, man. This ain't the 80s no more, man, when we was super dumb. You got the internet, you got all kind of ways you can expand your fucking mental, your wisdom, your education, your thought process. Y'all niggas, y'all, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, they say that talk lame. Well, it got to be lame then. Label me a lame then. Just don't approach me like I'm a lame. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be real about it. Like, they don't want to hear the truth. They just want to be entertained by lies, bullshit, BS. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be entertained. And I come from that walk of life. I ain't no saint. I don't have a wall full of degrees that I done, went to college and went to the military and served my country. I don't have all that. I had a fucked up start like y'all, like these niggas. But I just don't understand how they could get so late in age and still be so motivated to carry that same type of energy. That shit ain't got you nowhere. But an avatar filled with embalming fluid, maggots eating on your flesh, or your ass doing 1,000, or you just got 80 years like Tay K. I think differently for this little boy now, man. This boy was doomed from the beginning. He grew up in a fucked up household. That man didn't have a proper mother or father, and the state failed him. So what the fuck he got, you know what I mean? When you got a harsh upbringing like that, you gonna let people who lash out, it's because they didn't receive the amount of love. They don't receive that kind of love that they just hard yearn for, man. That's why they lashing out. It make them feel better, man. The world, man, don't nobody love, nobody give a fuck. Fuck y'all. They don't want to see happiness. You know, they get jealous when they see the mother and father and their kid life or this, that, and the third. They get jealous when they see that shit, so they lash out because they don't have it. You know what I mean? So, but it take a village. It still take a village. It takes a village. You are just as good as your neighbor. That's why you can go to these upper class areas, these neighborhoods, these rich areas, expensive property development areas or whatever, and it's like a respect factor in that neighborhood. They may not like each other all the way completely, but they understand, like, hey man, each one teach one. We're gonna keep each other grounded. We're gonna, you know what I mean? So our community don't go down. The reason why the hood is the hood, because nobody give a fuck. Everybody is so stuck in the matrix, in this rat race of survival or by any means necessary. If I gotta kill you to goddamn survive, and man, they ain't my kids. I don't care nothing about that shit. I ain't, you know, we always just don't give a, I ain't my business. I ain't gonna worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I ain't thinking about it. I ain't gonna put my nose in. I ain't gonna put my 2 cents in it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's the reason why the hood is the way it is now. That's the reason why the hood is the way it is now, and why it's considered a hood, why it's run down, why it's a place of destruction, and why there are so many King Vaughns running around, so many Tay K's running around, YMW Melodies running around, and all these other sliders and steppers and catching hatters. Because the hood they come from, nobody took the time in, and like that, it takes a village. It takes a village, and the people that's in their community that's for righteous, it ain't enough of them. There's only so much that 1 or 2 persons in that hood can do, that community activists can do. It's only so much. Getting a glare. I don't know, y'all can see me getting a glare. Facing this sun. Let me read a comment. It feels like half the community is just watching them crash out while eating popcorn. It's not funny, but it's interesting. Yeah, it is. We've been conditioned to think that way. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody really care. Don't nobody care. Shooting just took place. Police walking around, dead body on the ground right here. They trying to figure out, he trying to ask the community, they trying to ask the community, what just happened to this person that's laying dead right here? Anybody seen anything? Oh, I ain't seen nothing. Oh, no, nothing. No. Everybody ain't seen nothing, don't nobody know nothing. That's the fucking problem. There ain't nobody seen nothing, don't nobody know nothing. But out of fear. I ain't doing no snitching, I ain't doing no renting, I ain't doing no this, I ain't doing no that. Man, this motherfucker just went over here and killed this goddamn woman. This stupid ass nigga just came over here and brutally beat this damn man and shot this motherfucker right here. This little young crazy ass little boy just came over here and shot this man, minding his own business. This other little kid minding their own business. Oh man, that's the problem. Oh, we're gonna do street justice, which is still not helping the black community. It's still gonna make the black community look the way it is, because now you got 2 dead bodies. When you could have possibly, you know, when we put the time in, and really like, we gotta invest the time in. That's why when I be around YNs, I don't never encourage them if they doing wrong. I don't ever encourage them on that to keep doing that type of shit. I give it to them raw and uncut. I talk to them straightforward. I talk to them right. I'm not finna encourage you or make you feel like it's cool what you're doing. I ain't gonna paint that picture like it's cool. I'm gonna tell you, boy, you ready? Boy, you ready? You ready? Ready for what, huh? Ready for what, big bro? Shit, rob crew come through this motherfucker. You gonna be prepared to goddamn, you practice on your shooting? You know how to shoot? Oh, when the police come around this motherfucker, you ready? When they catch you down bad, they catch you with all that dope, all them guns or whatever, you ready for that time them folk gonna get your ass? Is it really worth it? You see that little baby, you out here trapping, and you got your baby in the car playing on the tablet or whatever. You ready to leave that little pretty child? You ready to leave that son that need his daddy, that little daughter that need their father? You ready? Cause boy, that shit gonna happen in a matter of time. I'm not wishing it on you, I just know it. I know it. I done been in there. I know what that word gonna bring. I know it. I ain't hating on you, nigga. I'm a realist. Y'all gotta stop mixing up hating versus being a realist. A person being a realist, they just tell them to you raw and uncut. I ain't sugarcoating shit. I ain't gonna dress it up for you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. If that's a pile of shit right there, I'm gonna tell you that's a pile of shit. I ain't gonna tell you that's a pile of grits. That's a pile of shit right there. Boy, death right around the corner waiting on you. Boy, them niggas. I can get around a crew of dudes. I can hang around different crew of dudes, and I can pretty much tell you who gonna fold when it go down. Yo, what's up? I done been around seasoned in that world. And that's why I don't feel no type of way that I'm not in that world no more. Because I know what it has to offer. I can go around your crew. I'm gonna pick a city. Let me be around the game. Let me be around the game for a day. I just want to hang around. I'm gonna pick the brain of everybody that's around that's in this motherfucker. Everybody that's doing what they do. I guarantee you by the end of the day, I can tell you, boy, if it go down, this nigga gonna tell. This nigga here's shiesty right here. This nigga right here, he'll backdoor you. He'll fuck your girl while you locked up. This nigga, he probably already fucking your hoe. She dirty as a motherfucker. He just trying to fit in. He using the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Home really like that. He don't care about life or death. He just, this is his. I can tell you, I promise you I can. That shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, man. And but that's another video. But we are failing in the black community because don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. Long as my kids doing the right now, they doing what they supposed to do, being respectful. Hey man, I don't, whatever they got going on out there, I don't care. But this is your community. This is where you live. This is where you live, man. Like you don't feel like the need to at least get his kid some advice. You don't know that this kid might be like that because his parents is fucked up. So he only going off of what he sees his parents do. His daddy done taught him how to sell dope. His daddy done told him how to weigh pounds of weed, how many grams in a pound of weed. You know what I mean? What a crack sack is, what a 58 ball weight, what a 9 is, what a 4 weight, what a 2 on a baby, how to do this, how to do that, how to load, what kind of gun this is, what kind of gun that is. What the fuck you think? He doomed. Tay K was doomed from the start. I just learned that. And guess what? That's a shame on me. I don't know this boy from a can of paint, but I seen what he was on. He was on some sliding young nigga shit. So I'm like, man, the boy, wow. But guess what? I just got a reality check today. Humble King just got a reality check today, listening to the judge read down the sentence and talk about Tay K. I didn't know that boy had a fucked up upbringing. Cause you know, we live in a world where we don't give a fuck. We so busy focusing on what we got going on. We don't pay attention to this. That boy had and I grew up in a dysfunctional family. This boy didn't have a dad or a mother that was a good parenting for him. Then went to the system and they failed him. They didn't even goddamn. So when you always when a kid is always getting doors slammed in their face and harsh talk to them and beaten, verbally abusive, physically abusive, or whatever, what you think that turned them into? The next fucking mad scientist? You think that turned them into the next motherfucking president? Or is it gonna turn them into a stepper, a slider, a rider, a nigga going out catching hats, a dope boy, a scammer, a nigga who run around? Yeah, what you think it's gonna turn them into? When the world said, when my community said, fuck you. When my parents said, fuck you. When the system said, fuck you. When the judge just gave me 80 years and said, boy, you can straighten your life out. You know what Tay K was saying in his head? Bitch, fuck you. That's exactly what that young boy was saying in his head when she was giving him that time. I'm gonna run the time in concurrent with what you already doing 55 years. I'm not saying he don't supposed to be punished for his actions. You murdered somebody, you be punished for your actions. However, across America, and y'all know I'm not lying, there have been people of different races that have had similar charges that had far less of a punishment than what this young boy did. And these motherfuckers was in Ivy League colleges, or they just goddamn lost their goddamn cool, had good parenting and everything. They just lost their fucking cool. I almost missed my exit, y'all. Let me cook. Let me cook. So the system failed. The community failed. Their parents failed. We got to put in more. We got to put in more, man. That's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna be in a position of where the hood is a safe place to be now, where you don't have to check in. Fuck, I'm checking in for. Starts at the home. Yes, it starts at the home. But if the home is dysfunctional, and then that kid go out there in the world, we got to start looking at them like, you got to start looking at these kids, these young boys or whatever, young girls or whatever. You got to start looking at them like, what if that was your son? Like, just imagine that was your son right now, or that was your daughter right there in the middle of the street twerking with a fucking friend or whatever, patting each other on the ass and doing all this shit, duck lips and all this. Imagine if that was your niece and you love her. You gonna snatch him up, man. Come here, little nigga, come here. Snatch the gun off. Give me this fucking gun, stupid ass nigga. You don't even got ops. Probably don't even know how to spell op. You probably don't even know how to spell op, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? The ops out here, it's crazy out here. Man, come here, man. You gotta get him in the car and ride with him. Talk to him. Hey, man, listen, man. It ain't your fault. Youngin', it ain't your fault. You too young to really understand it ain't even your fault. While you've been conditioned in this lifestyle. Your parents failed you, and the community has failed you, because you looking around and you seeing this what everybody else doing, so you fall in suit, not knowing that this is a blind leading the blind. Everybody is lost. Everybody is fucked up over here. Look around you. Poor school system, police is everywhere, drugs everywhere, violence is at all-time high. The school system is fucked up. The grocery stores that sell the bullshit ass fucking groceries and shit, it's all fucked up. It's all bad. It's designed for you to feel like a piece of shit. That's why the slum look the way it is. That's why it's conditioned the way it is, because this is psychological. This is psychological. I want you to, if you grew up in a middle class fucking nice fucking community or upper class community, your psyche gonna be a hell of a lot different than a motherfucker that grew up in the hood, because the shit that's around is playing on their psyche. They gonna feel like they ain't shit. Mama said I wasn't shit. You black motherfucker, you just like your daddy. You go live with your daddy. You little bald head, fast ass heifer. You need to sit your ass down somewhere. Daddy locked up, daddy in jail some goddamn well. Uncles sell dope. Big brothers sell dope, robbing, dead, locked up somewhere. What the fuck you think this kid gonna be doing? Nah, that's not a green screen. I put my jacket up there because everybody, y'all always saying I'm driving in reverse. So I did that to not distract y'all from the message of what I'm saying. And y'all still, oh, this the Dittler. You already, he done been over here before. I remember your name. You trolling right now. But that's why the community the way it is right now. The black community is the way that it is right now is because don't nobody give a fuck. Collectively, we don't give a fuck. Individually, we give a fuck. But collectively, we don't give a fuck. And it takes a village. We got to collectively give a fuck in order for the community to have a facelift. I am at my destination right now to do my pickups on my loads. I am Humble King. Y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. Any donation is a well appreciated donation. Have a peaceful, blessed day.